It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson, sitting here at beautiful Milberger's on a great day. And I want to encourage you to come on by and visit. Now, I always talk about pictures with a pup. So we have two pups here that are taking pictures in the pumpkin patch. So I encourage you to come, bring your kids, bring your grandkids, ride the terror train, and bring the pups for pictures. It is absolutely gorgeous out here today, and there's lots of folks here today. I think there's more people today than there were yesterday. So this is very, very cool. All right, so 210-308-8867 is our number, 210-308-8867. And do you want to get with Bud? Are you ready to talk about what you figured Bud's film?
Yeah. Well, Bud called to describe a spreading weed plant, and he described it as being would spread like 6 or 8 feet. I got a chance when I went back to do some research on it, and I came to the conclusion that it was a prostrate pigweed.
Okay.
Which I kind of suspected it was, and I think Mark came to the same conclusion.
There's a wonderful. Let me get a little closer.
There you go.
There's a wonderful website called aggieturf.tamu.edu, and it has about 50 weeds on there. And I went through them all last night, and I couldn't come to any good conclusion. But I had one where I thought it was Lespedeza. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I had like 3 or 4 different ones.
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that it's the prostrate, because just the pictures of it on the phone, and also the description. Even the description that Bud gave us made me think that's what it was. But then especially when I got a chance to look at some photos but could be something. It's always surprising, not always, but sometimes surprising that maybe people. The one thing was the blooms were described as a
purplish.
Well,
but we could find it in the literature sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Whitish.
Describing this. Yeah. Bud said they were kind of purplish.
Yes. So
but he said he's not
purple.
good. Yeah. Okay, lavender could be. Hey, did you meet? Just sidebar before they get away too far. Did you meet Stormy?
You mean that German Shepherd?
Yeah. What a sweetie.
Oh yeah. He's been spending some time. He's being socialized.
And Stormy is a listener to the show.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was fun to watch, waiting patiently for his glass of water over there.
Yeah, and his owner gave us some treats, and I asked Stormy to sit. Stormy sat. I asked Stormy to do it down. Stormy did it down and gently took the food, little treats from my hand. Stormy's a good dog. Stormy's a rescue, which just goes to show you about rescues. It's ours is a rescue. It's good to be a foster fail. So anyway, okay, so. I wanted Stormy to be able to hear us.
I think we can draw a conclusion that the Cedar Elms have started to lose their leaves.
I think so. Yep.
We just got buried.
Inundated by some leaves here.
But that and the other one that's dropping leaves are the bur oaks.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's some ashes, and
that's true.
pecans haven't done it yet, but they're starting to turn a little bit. But some-
Pecans continue to drop branches.
yes.
Oh,
thank
really?
you.
No.
I was leading up to that, and yes, they're known to drop branches.
Even when
ones.
they haven't been threatened or haven't been attacked by freezing temperatures. But this last 2 years, they really went through some tough times.
Oh, yeah, with the drought, I guess, and
Yes,
everything.
it's called a lack of rain.
Yeah.
Well, and then our soil is, if Mark described the ideal place for pecans to grow, it would not be.
In many places in San Antonio are not the places
Yeah.
for pecans to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my neighborhood is one of those, and we've got at one time the whole neighborhood practically. Well, no, I guess we've got those 200-year-old live oaks too, but a lot of very mature old pecans survived up till now, but a lot of them did not survive these
Oh, the
last 3
droughtish.
years.
Yeah. That's a shame. And then, just out of curiosity, after a droughty summer, if we get a really super cold winter, is that just adding on the stress? Is it stress on top of stress?
It depends on species.
Oh, okay. So live oak, because most people have.
Live oak will grow up to about Dallas. So.
Oh, okay. So.
Now, but on the other hand, a lot of people have what are called hybrid live oaks,
Oh.
which are not hybrids.
Oh.
It's a marketing ploy.
Those marketers.
Yeah. Okay, they're mostly selections of live oaks from around Beaumont and the coast.
Oh.
So they do not like the cold.
Okay.
And they don't tolerate the cold as well as our native live oaks up here in the hill country.
All right.
Well,
so-
we used to describe the live oaks as pretty invincible, but I kind of learned my lesson. Even locally in my neighborhood with all those big live oaks, we've had 3 that have come down, huge ones.
Yeah, you said, and you had a problem, didn't you, with a tree that decided it wanted to come down on your roof?
Oh yeah, and that was a
What was it?
mesquite.
Oh, that was a mesquite. Okay.
That was the branch broke.
Okay.
A main branch, and of course the arborist predicted that it was 10 years ago it was a threat, but
Tree.
it was so beautiful and
Yeah, that probably does make it tough, doesn't it?
Trees are living organisms. We can't tell when exactly they'll fail. We can only say they're probably going to fail in the next 5 to 10 years.
So when did the hybrid live oaks start coming out?
Oh, back in the 70s, late 70s, 80s, early 80s.
All right. So if your home was new in that area, do you probably have a hybrid?
Now, on the other hand, hybrid
on
live
the
oaks
other hand.
grow a little bit faster than our native ones.
Uh-huh.
And so...
Oh.
But that's just a word, Milton, because I think that every single live oak that exists is probably fits the definition of a hybrid.
Oh, okay.
They are very promiscuous.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, live oaks or oaks are very promiscuous.
Just out of curiosity, too, I apologize if you'd like to hear more about the promiscuosity
Yeah, there you go.
Is that a word?
I think that's the one.
about the live oaks. Call us at 210-308-8867. What would you guess from San Antonio metro area? The oak-wise, is live oak the most popular, and if so, what percentage to others? Like 2-1, 3-1, 4-1?
Over the entire city,
Yeah.
relative to every species? Every tree species?
No, just,
Shade
well, I
tree.
hadn't thought of that, but I was just going with oak, because Calvin mentioned the bur oak, and in our neighborhood, we've got
okay.
lots of live oak, but I do see some of the bur oak, and I see some of the... does the bur oak have the big acorns?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Big golf
Yeah.
ball size. Well, let's just go back to forestry, which I graduated in.
Oh.
This entire area from
Right.
here to about Arizona is called the oak juniper biome or forest or association sometimes.
Okay.
So the predominant species is going to be oaks and junipers.
Oh, okay.
So if you went back in time, that's what would be the predominant species.
Well, and
but I like I said, as I drive down the thing, drive down the street, almost everyone has a live oak, and
let's just take a famous street called Prince.
Okay.
In
Castle Hills.
Castle Hills. So 99% of the trees, the large trees, shade trees, are live oaks.
Okay. I was just curious.
Now, what's the problem on Prince?
Oak quilt.
Oak quilt.
I just guessed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's. I'm not calling out Prince. It's just a good example. If you look from one end to the other, you just see live oaks all the way.
Now, I think it would be relatively easy to determine that live oaks add the most value to your property.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it's not. I mean, nobody bats an eyelash when you say that live oak is worth at least $10,000. You know, and it's a lot of them are 200 years old. Of course, they get claimed for 400 years old. But
all the time. But yet they have few pests. Two of them are oak wilt and the one that walks on two legs. And so they're a great tree, minimal pests, minimal maintenance when planted properly.
Yeah.
And maintained. So they're a great tree. To finish up my thought on the other one is you go to other parts of the city area where predominant trees are going to be those that were planted in the 50s and 60s, and those primarily were Arizona ash.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I hesitated when you first asked me. I said, "What is the predominant tree?" Well, it kind of depends on the tree and the area of town.
Just because I don't know, I should know by this point. They're going to. It's the 70s. Okay, let's just pretend.
Okay,
going in our Wayback Machine, Mr.
Okay.
Peabody.
And his boy Sherman.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Peabody.
Mm-hmm.
So did the neighborhoods clear out everything, build the homes, and then put a tree in, or do they build the home around the tree, or both? I guess.
Okay. Two different things.
Okay.
It was cheaper back in the 70s to build homes on agricultural land. Or ranch land that had been cleared previously. Then they would go in and plant the trees. Now, in some areas, high dollar areas, maybe like the 09s, there were existing trees.
Okay.
And so they could plant around them.
They plant
or build around them, rather.
I was just curious.
And you see that more often because of what Calvin said is certain trees add certain value. All trees add value.
Mm-hmm.
Some add more value.
now, what else has changed, Milt, since then? Zoning.
It's
I don't know the exact year, but the most building permits require that you plant trees.
You have trees.
So since I was on these committees, I can tell you it's 1995, 2003, 2009. And in 2013, these were all initially done and then updated over those periods of time.
These were what? I'm sorry?
These were updated at that period. Periods of time.
Okay. It's just interesting because So when we first got here, we lived in a little place in Monte Vista.
A little thing? A little loyal dog house?
Well, Monte Vista had didn't have the zoning it has now. Yes. No, we lived in Monte Vista, and you'd see all kinds of trees. And then when I started doing the show, it was like, we don't recommend that. Don't recommend mimosa, and don't recommend this. And it's like, oh, okay. So which came first, the tree? Probably not a mimosa.
In some areas, the trees came after the buildings.
Yeah, we did and you would have hoped Monte Vista would have had more success. We did a magnolia, and lasted for a while, and then it just said, you know what? I don't think so.
No. It wanted to move back to Houston where it was growing naturally.
It did bloom. There's nothing prettier than a blooming magnolia. It's gorgeous. All right, sorry. I'm waxing.
Nobody take that as a recommendation.
No.
I mean, some gardeners will, as long as you're doing this with knowledge that this is very difficult to get a magnolia to grow.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And the success is not very high. Some gardeners take it on as a challenge to try it.
Yeah.
Nurseries like Milberger's and almost everyone will offer magnolias for sale.
Mm-hmm. It was
just deep soil.
Deep soil. And you do see them. We had that conversation before. You see them in Castle Hills. You see them, and
you saw them 20 years more of them 20 years ago.
Yeah, but I like them. You got to be the right place, and it's kind of disappointing when you if you lose one. So anyway, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. So you were talking about pecan limbs, and we were talking about the cedar elm dropping its leaves. Anything else doing leaf dropping that you're seeing besides the bur oaks and the?
Well, Mark will probably do a better job of describing this, but we're in a situation now when even recommended trees are in a challenging position because we don't have any soil, so it doesn't have much reservoir. We're restricted on the water we can use. The trees, in residential areas, we have a tendency to plant quite a few trees, and if they're going to be successful, they do need some support in terms of water and fertilization. If you look at a natural area, the competition between the trees, some die, some are successful. And we don't like that in a residential area. When we plant a tree, we'd like them all to be successful, but that's tough right now. And it's and then some people say, well, that was that Texas red oak was a recommended species. Why is it not surviving? And it was 25 feet, 30 feet from another Texas red oak or
one of my favorites, because I get a lot of phone calls for this. The Texas red oak was in full sun on the west side of the house, and on the west and south sides of the tree, it's all dead and all the bark's falling off. I wonder why. Well, it's a thin bark species. It shouldn't be planted in areas where it could get a lot of full sun.
And the cool thing about Milberger's, before we go to a break real quick, is their folks will tell you the do's and don'ts. They'll give you the pros and cons when you come here to get something. So if you've got a tree in mind, bring all the information and talk about it with somebody here, and you'll have more confidence going into it. You still have to be careful, still have to do the watering, but you'll have more confidence. All right, so let's do this. Let's take a quick break and come back in a moment. 210-308-8867. Are you noticing all the butterflies today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lots of them on the dianthus.
There's blacks, swallowtails, and monarchs. Yep.
Look, you can come see them. I saw people taking pictures. Back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, 210-308-8867 is our number, 210-308-8867. Give us a call. Tell us what's going on in your gardening world. Let's see if we can help you with a gardening issue. We'd love to see like we help Bud. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Sometimes it's better. I know Bud couldn't do this, but if you've got a picture, you can email it to me. Just tell me after you've done so. Just call us. Hey, I emailed you the picture of this, like James does a lot, and I can check out my email and then send the picture, show the picture to the guys. That's Milton at KLUP.com, Milton at KLUP.com. All right, 210.
And we think, though, that we had a long discussion about a plant that Bud had, and I think I'm pretty convinced that it's prostrate pigweed. Mark agrees with that but he's got a couple other potential options too. But it's a plant that has a central root. It goes in there deep and it has these strong stems and goes out at least 3 feet out there around that central stem. And it's really kind of an attractive plant. And, of course, pigweed, it's one of those edible plants, too. Yeah, whole society. Part of what I read when I did that research last night was that there's whole societies rely on pigweed for their food.
The classic pigweed, which has the flower on top, cluster of flower on top, that's in the amaranth family.
All of them.
Okay.
All of them are? Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that was an ancient food grain with the Native Americans.
Well, and it's amazing, Mark. Some of them are like, 8 feet tall?
Yeah.
And they're in the Bible.
Yeah.
And then there's these prostrate pigweed that are basically flat on the ground. So it's a real diverse plant. And boy, can it reseed and come up fast. If you're watering your garden, so a lot of times the pigweed will find the seed will find it, and they'll take advantage of it and they'll germinate. And the good news is it's relatively easy to pull up the weeds, so too.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of satisfying,
I forgot what Bud's concern was about it, though. Did he just want to know what it was? Did he want to get rid of it?
Oh, it is. If you let it go, it's got a lot of disadvantages too. It's got some of them have some basic thorns. They're not. I don't think they fit the description of thorns, but it's sticky and.
Oh, okay.
Some sharp edges, some sharp points on it, and then some of them will get huge, and they grow fast. They go now once they get above a foot, either for the large versions, once they get above like a foot and a half or 2 feet, then they're not easy to pull out. But then you have to get your hoe or your shovel to get them out, and that's what Bud was describing. His mature prostrate plants, and they seem to be very difficult to get out at that point.
Interesting stuff. All right, 210-308-8867. Bud, I hope you were listening and hope we helped you out. 210-308-8867, the number to call to be a part of the show. Yes, sir. You look like you have...
No, it's just okay. I also was wondering the follow-up on that one. Did Bud want to kill it? Or he was killing it by hand. He knew how to get down to the central taproot and then cut that and yank it out. But I didn't know if he wanted any other methods of killing.
Oh, okay. What are the other methods of killing it in case?
Apply herbicide.
Herbicide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or make sure you mow on a constant basis. A consistent basis, I would say. So, yeah, like I said yesterday at the end of the show, is pick a date, and that's your mowing date. And you're going to be mowing from March to pick a day of the week, I should say.
Okay.
You're going to be mowing
But
from
you
March.
suggest actually pick a date right before your watering day.
Yes.
Okay.
And then mow. What that does is reduces the ability of the weeds to grow and to reproduce.
Now, one of the things with several of the versions of the pigweed, if you wait to try to get them out, or you can use pruning tools and cut them, but then you got that trunk left, and boy, if you're not sure on your feet, like some of us old people, it comes back to haunt you 3 days or 10 days later and trips you up, and so it's a good idea to take action to control it. Some of our gardeners actually grow it for the food value, but most of them look on it as a weed, an interesting weed. But gosh, it grows fast and can get large, and will fill. If there's available water and open soil, it'll fill it up pretty fast.
All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. What are some other topics that people need to know about? Actually, one of them, and I don't know if you were able to check out stuff today, is the fall. Well, we'll mention that David Rodriguez will be here next Saturday.
Let's use that as the lead-in.
That's okay. Ready for the segue? I'm going to put you. Yeah, it's okay. From 10 to 11:30 next Saturday for a free seminar here at Millburgers on fall and winter vegetables, the do's and don'ts. Which fall and winter vegetable gardening in San Antonio is a good time to do stuff. Oh, I got a tomato report, by the way. Anyway.
And it's also consistent with the article that
you said that
from the Express News on Saturday. We talked a lot about the annual flowers, winter annual flowers, and the fall vegetables. The vegetables are really responding well.
So the only one I'm really disappointed. I hate to bring it up, but you didn't get any green beans. I love green beans. But the rest of all your seeded vegetables came up.
Did we get any reports on anybody that's had luck with green beans?
I asked that last week, and I really would like to have some green bean reports. Make me feel better.
Yeah.
Help Mark feel better.
Can I do a tomato report?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, wait.
Oh, okay.
So the segue would be,
yes,
David's going to talk about that, and he'll be talking about different vegetables and transplants. We have most of those here.
What?
Yes, we have most of the vegetables that he'll be talking about right here. So after you listen to David talk, come to the tables and purchase.
Yeah. So what do you think he's going to talk about?
The cole crops, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Maybe some interesting things. We have some bok choy out there,
spinach,
and we have some
onions,
Chinese cabbage, and then also the spinach, kale, Swiss chard.
Well, we know
lettuce. We need to remind everybody for that. If you get here early next week, Saturday, David will be selling Crawford reseeding lettuce.
Yeah, I think I don't know if David is actually doing it or Millburgers is doing it, but it doesn't matter. I mean, David's gonna work with
it'll
him.
Be Millburgers. No.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So I finished with that.
Okay, cool. And you're going to discuss some of in your article, and we have all the ones that you talked about right there and here.
And we've got gardeners that including me, have planted all of the transplants of the vegetables that we have here at Millburgers. And boy, since this weather is cooled, all it had to do is get down there near 70 at night, and they are doing well. And you're going to give a tomato report, which I suspect indicates that they're responding.
We picked off 6 of the little VHN 968s.
Did you eat them?
We haven't eaten them yet. We're going to let them ripen on the window for just a little while longer because some are bright orange, some are orangish yellow, kind of a faded orange. But yeah, it was like overnight. It was weird.
And the peppers are doing wonderful.
Oh, are the peppers cool? I wish I had some peppers.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
What am I missing here on the table?
Your sign?
No. My sign, yes.
I don't know.
Weren't we supposed to get some cantaloupe today?
Oh, shucks. We got to cut that thing open. It's not going to,
Not going to cut it open by itself.
It is not going to cut open by itself. And
now some of the seeds are questionable. I mean, what the Crawford reseeding lettuce has not germinated. As far as I know, I don't know of any gardener that's had it germinate.
It's a little. When David said it, I went, well, it's a little soon.
Yeah.
To plant it. I don't know about you, but I think it's probably a little soon.
The radishes have. I've harvested and eaten a bunch of radishes.
You said that yesterday, and it's I love radishes. Not as a child, but as I get older, I guess.
I'm with you. Yeah, but really was intriguing to be able to go out in the garden and eat a few every day. And then a few beets have come up, and the peas have come up, the vegetable peas, and also the sweet peas have come up, the flowers. And rutabagas.
Oh, boy.
I suspect turnips have come up, too, but I didn't plant any turnips.
Yeah, when you have rutabagas, why bother with turnips?
And beets. Is it time for beets yet?
Yes, he came up. I've noticed it right off.
Oh, okay.
But
keep track of that.
I thought some of the carrots had come up, but I didn't have any follow-up there. A few, but they disappeared. I don't know if the birds picked them off or insects or what, but I think the carrots are in the same category as the leaf lettuce. They'll be a little happier to come up in a couple weeks. So you're if you come to the David's program, you can look at the seed rack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do we have, Mark? We had 4 or 5 different carrots?
We had 4 or 5 different carrots. A little bit about, we've had 2 different sources of every vegetable we've mentioned. So when I checked on the seed racks,
beets too.
Yeah, we have some beets, 2 different kinds, carrots, the radishes,
turnips.
I don't know if we had any turnips.
Yeah, there's at least 1 or 2 varieties of turnips. At least there were.
That's because there's like 70 or 80 of these things. I try to focus in on my favorite. So I was looking at some of the lettuce, even kale, Swiss chard. We had some seeds for.
But you can also get Swiss chard transplants,
right?
And that means you almost have instant vegetables ready for you because they start growing pretty fast. All of those. Well, then another thing, I'm sure David will spend some time reminding all the gardeners that if you plant any of those cabbage-related or foliage, be ready. And I suppose we should probably check. I think we have at least 2.
We have 2.
2 BT.
2 different times. 2 different forms of products containing BT.
What do we have? Thurside?
Now we have one, a brand name called Cactus Jack, and then we have just one that says Dipel. Thurside is an older one, and you'll still be able to find that product-wise.
Mm-hmm. Bioworm killer.
I think bioworm killer is the other one.
So, But you need that. I mean, if you're going to grow cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, you're going to have cabbage loopers.
Oh, okay.
So
Pretty quick?
Really quick. So
Okay.
purchase plants and purchase some dipel right when you're there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, dipel is a good one.
Yeah. Some BT-containing product.
And it works. It's an organic control, and it's very effective. But you have to be ready to move fast.
Yeah. And David also mentioned that he was going to talk about he does products every other week, or a different product. He changes up every other week or by week. So he'll go with a spinosad product. And I'll tell you right now, the pesticide du jour is a horticultural soap with spinosad mixed in. So and that is, you can use that on all your vegetable gardens.
Do we know anybody that's used it? And that it was
other
effective?
than on Facebook, that a lot of people love it. No, I haven't talked with anybody recently. I'm trying to think. Somebody, I think, gave me a phone call.
Oh, that was nice.
And then I did a little research, and I said, yeah, it's very popular right now.
Well, and spinosad we've had a good record with spinosad. It's even for ant control. It's one of those that's in my article we emphasize that if you've got plagued by fire ants and those tiny ants even in your vegetable garden, a spinosad product is probably available at your favorite nursery, including here at Milberger's, and they're effective. And you can use them in the vegetable garden.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to take a quick break, and that's important, too, so you can feel comfortable. All right, back in a moment with more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road, home of the terror train that you hear tooting when it comes by, home of the pumpkin patch, the most sincere pumpkin patch in San Antonio, and home of the maze, home of all kinds of fun and pictures with the kids, grandkids, and the pups. I don't know where that cat could come, too. It's on a leash. So, all right, back in a moment with more of Milberger's on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 210-308-8867 is our number. 210-308-8867. What's going on in your gardening world? How can we help you out? All right. Okay.
Is that you squeaking?
No.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm just doing that to drive Milton crazy.
and our listeners who are and their dogs who are now listening to it, going, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, I have to admit, Tilly does not like that phone. Those squeaks.
Oh, I bet. It's kind of anyway. All right. So let's see. So we mentioned David's going to be here. We mentioned everything here. What else is going on in the gardening world that we should?
I think because we're looking across a lot of asters here and a lot of other perennials, tropical milkweed over there. Just don't forget that a lot of insects, including butterflies, need nectar right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, nectar, to keep them going for the winter and on their journey. In the case of monarchs,
it's a pretty long journey.
Well, there's the estimate is there's another 600 miles from San Antonio down to their wintering ground by Mexico City. So that is a long trip. But you talked about those fall asters. You could actually, and we've talked about this a lot, there's a number of plants that you could actually just take in their container, put them on your patio, put them in just near the garden to give the pollinators access to them, especially the butterflies. And these fall asters would really fall into that category. And then afterward, go ahead and plant them in the permanent bed because they're very they're very impressive as a permanent bed in full sun. Now, the fall asters, the deer will eat those. So now if you want deer proof, you get some mint marigold.
Yeah.
But
it will be a different color, but the deer won't bother to those.
It's the most impressive I've seen. I think in our neighborhood up on those slopes, and in the full sun,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't see it most of the year, but they both fall asters and the mint marigolds bloom this time of the year, and they're just a solid mounding with solid blooms, and you'll have your hummingbirds there, and you'll have your butterflies, and we still have a heavy count of monarchs. What do we see here? Probably about 6 or 7.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
We'll have to get a report from Mary. And then, of course, we got a report yesterday from Lulu that her and her class, they had a lot of eggs laid on their milkweeds, on their tropical milkweeds. The problem is that they also were attacked, or the egg laying and hatching of the caterpillars was followed up by wasps.
They had some mortality.
Mm-hmm.
I need to write that up because
I really, because I guess I had thought about it, but I hadn't thought about it for a long time. When Lulu mentioned it last week and yesterday, I went, wow, somebody should really do a paper on that and figure out how much mortality does occur. And are there ways to prevent it, or is that just natural, or is it insignificant? Things like that.
Another gardener that brought that to our attention was Bart. The Bart that you did the feature on a few months ago.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to go back and talk to Bart to do another video.
Yeah, what does he do? Oh, he just planted marigolds, and he, let's see, of course he plants all the winter vegetables too.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's where I'm thinking I need to do a video on, is all the winter vegetables that he's doing and what to do about them.
And he uses techniques a little different. All containers.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't use the same fertilizers that we talk about.
Huh.
But he uses some of the fertilizers that are here at Milberger's. I don't remember. Do you remember, Mark, what he calls those lumps of?
Agriform tablets.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Boy, I had to pull that one out of my brain.
Yeah, good work.
You could hear it.
Opening doors of locks in the brain.
He swears by it.
Yeah.
Now, Mark and I are kind of partial to Osmocote.
Yeah.
But we can't argue with Bart's
with the results.
Success. And plus, he reminds me quite often that it's less expensive. Less expensive than Osmocote.
All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Speaking of Bart and stuff, how are your Laura Bush petunias doing?
I've got a few.
Mine went kaput.
Oh, I've got a. Most of mine have declined, but I've got a few that are still just perked up and showing a good display. And then let's see. I'm kind of waiting on the for the pansies so I can replace some of like my and cyclamen and primulas, so that I can replace the pentas, and then they'll be, of course, I love them. They'll be a wonderful addition to the landscape. Yeah, it's a neat. We can we've got a list of plants that we can plant. We can have 12 months of color, 12 months of blooms easily here if we plan for them. And, of course, Milberger's is right in the middle of that. And our articles and Mark's films are part of that, too. We try to, and David's presentations. We try to have alert everybody to what it's necessary to have 12 months of color or 12 months of vegetables here in the San Antonio area. But it's relatively easy to do it if you plan for it, and you use our area nurseries because they've all offered the plants and the seeds that will get the job done.
Yes, sir. Oh
no, I'm just listening to Calvin waxing eloquent. Yeah.
Now there's one of our big monarchs over there on the on Mark's red lantanas.
And that fall aster it must be delicious because the bees love it.
Isn't that it's amazing?
I mean, there are maybe hundreds, thousands maybe on those asters.
Actually, there certainly could be. I don't know about thousands, but there are certainly hundreds. And there's some more leaves falling. So, all right, 210-308-8867. You know, we haven't gotten, I don't know if we ever get calls about this or not. Maybe it's more the sprouts. But so I park under an oak tree.
Yes.
Which means that I have lots of acorns in the back of my truck.
Yes. There are two things going on right now. One is the acorns dropping all over the place. I sat in my car making a phone call or several phone calls, and all I heard was the little pitter-patter of acorns.
Yep.
The other thing...
Sometimes they're not pitter-patter.
Yeah,
sometimes they are not pitter-patter.
No, I was the air quotes up above. The other thing is having a lot of reports of people sitting under pecan trees.
Oh, and the pecans are starting to fall?
Well, no. They're getting a lot of aphid excrement.
That's interesting.
It is interesting at this time of year.
Yeah.
I was very interested in that. And why is that happening this time of year and not another part of the year when they're actively growing and producing their food and what have you, but I thought it was interesting.
The size of the crops has surprised me, of the pecans.
Yes.
Because I just didn't expect. In fact, I've mentioned in a few articles that, it's not practical in a lot of our soils in the San Antonio area to expect. Especially when we're in a drought with the restrictions, to expect a good crop. But gosh, they've kind of made a liar out of me in some places.
I wish I kept track of it, and maybe some other of our listeners will help on that. Pecans generally are every other year crop. And then sometimes they'll have a larger crop during a mast year, just like the oaks do. And I can't remember if last year was a poor year and this year's a good year or something else. I don't know. I can't remember. Or whether the droughts have something to do with it. I just don't know.
It's okay.
Well,
I don't know. I'm looking at you, Calvin. Do you remember if this year was supposed to be a good year?
No, I don't. I just took it for granted it wouldn't be one. Although, I guess we got the timing of those big rains we got maybe was a factor. Mm-hmm. So they may have contributed too. But then, of course, we've got a lot of our neighborhoods have the pecans with a lot of dead end branches.
You're right. So, you could go down the street. I don't have to. I can do 55-mile-an-hour dendrology. As I go race down the street, I don't even have to look at the leaves. I can tell by the branch dieback whether it's a red oak, or a pecan.
Okay. Hey, we need to take a quick break. While we do, you give us a call and tell us what's going on at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up. Live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road. We want those tomato reports. You wanted a, what kind of report did you want? A bean report?
Sorry?
We wanted a bean.
I want a green bean report.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Boulevardy Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson talking gardening with you. What's going on in your gardening world? We want tomato reports, bean reports. Do you want any reports, Calvin?
Well,
just monarchs or?
Yeah, anything on the monarchs. We got a wonderful report from Lulu yesterday
of
on,
Lulu,
on the monarchs and the wasps and the it was the first I've heard of a lot of. Well, of course, Mary here at the Certified Butterfly Garden at Milberger's talked about caterpillars hatching as well, and then Lulu related that the monarchs had laid eggs and hatched caterpillars, and then of course, and it was. Kind of a devastating experience in terms of the wasps harvesting all the caterpillars. Now, but she had a real positive outlook in terms of her students. That they really were disappointed in the short term, but they seem to understand that this is part of the process.
And did you get, I'll ask you in a second. We have Bud on the line. Is going to follow up with his question. Bud, welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas. Thanks for putting these guys to work overnight. They were hustling. What's going on?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Did you hear their not prediction, but their guess as to what that plant would be?
No, I haven't heard yet.
Okay, Calvin, you want to?
Well, I came to the conclusion that it was prostrate pigweed, and based on your description, that central source, and then the spread in an almost perfect round area, pretty an ambitious spread, and then once it gets to a certain size, it's relatively hard to pull that central root out, but if you catch it like when it's only 18 inches around or so, it's kind of a satisfying removal. The one thing was the color of the flowers. Did we remember what was it that you related? The flowers were what color?
Well,
remember?
Kind of a mixture of purple and a red.
Okay. Because the most of them describe the prostrate pigweed as more of an off-white or kind of a weak yellow flower.
Does that change your opinion?
No, it doesn't.
Well, okay.
There's a lot. The good thing about pigweed, or I don't know if it's a good thing, but one of the characteristics of the pigweed is huge variation.
Oh, okay.
Lots of variety. And then Mark, I think Mark had
I had one called Lespedestra, or Lespedeza, rather.
Is there
no, that's the common name.
Oh, that is the common name.
Some people call it Chinese clover, I think. But it doesn't have a clover leaf. That had purple flowers, and it spreads low. So that's my guess. I also thought maybe henbit, but henbit doesn't spread out like you were mentioning.
Well, what about beggar's lice. What does that one look like?
That's kind of a bundle, and it's not doesn't
spread. It's more like a big mound or a bundle.
And then the seeds are stickers kind of thing. I don't.
Well, this thing that I'm dealing with, it has. I think the flower part comes first, and then when the flower color goes away, even before the color actually goes away, you can walk through it, and they stick on your clothes.
Well, maybe, but you talked about it being low growing and kind of uniform in a circle. That really doesn't.
Is that
beggar's lice didn't strike me as that. But if it was bigger, it could be beggar's lice. That certainly does have a seed that sticks to you. Everything. That'll drive dogs crazy, man.
Yeah.
So.
All righty.
Well, okay. I thank you for your extra work.
Sure. No, that's okay. I think it was interesting. They secretly enjoyed it. Yeah.
We really got into the pigweed too. It's just fascinating how many there's just whole societies that rely on it for a main source of food, and but it's also can be a devastating weed too.
Well, I tell you what, I really don't know what pigweed looks like. Can you describe that one for me?
Well, you got a choice. The one that I was thinking it was based on your description was a prostrate pigweed, and it has a central root that comes up, and then pretty uniform in all directions. Yeah, the plants are almost in a circle. Sends out these low-growing stalks, and it could go to quite often it's 3 feet around, and has some blooms, and kind of attractive, very uniform and disciplined looking. Satisfying to pull out if you get it when it's relatively early. If you let it get much over 18, 20 inches around, though, it gets very tough to, you almost have to dig out that root. So that's the one. But then there's a whole bunch of pigweeds. One of them, some of them are like 12 feet tall, or 8 feet tall at least.
Wow.
And then there's lots of. Then they are sticky. There are some pigweeds that have sticky seeds.
Oh yeah,
too.
The fruit was or the seeds are well known to be very sticky on that. So I can see that. I can see it.
Yeah. So gosh, well keep working at that. Trying to get a picture of that, and then if you
and maybe somebody comes over to visit with you, and their phone's a little better or something.
Or Bud. Come by.
Okay. Well, thanks again, guys.
Come by, Bud.
All right. Thanks, Bud.
All right. 210-308-8867. And Mark answered a question off the air. Do you want to talk about that?
The gentleman had a picture of a live oak, and it had a deep crack in it. And then he showed another one where it was a little bit lower on the tree, and that may be a result of the freezes in 21 and then 23.
Oh.
What was
not real worried about it. There may be some internal structural damage called a radial shake, separation of rings. Maybe 10, 20 years, it may be an issue, a structural issue.
As long as when you finish with that report, I was hoping too that you would give us remind us of the damage. Which trees are the most susceptible to damage at the base of the trunk and the breaking of the water flow and the nutrient flow.
Anyway, on the live oak, I said it may leak out something that would attract insects. And then also, you was talking about it has this zinc silvery stuff on the branches.
Oh.
And I went, that's a lichen.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. It means you have great quality air. There is an issue when there's wounding on elms in particular, cedar elms in particular, but not just cedar elms, live oaks and red oaks as well, that there is a soil-borne fungus called Ganoderma. And it gets in the roots, and it attacks the base of the tree and the major roots. And so it's really susceptible to tree failure, where the tree falls over on your house or on the car or what have you. But it's you see it in certain areas of town, maybe old areas where there was a wetland or several streams coming together.
Oh.
You tend to see that in that area, but it spreads. It'll spread tree to tree.
Okay.
But mostly it gets started through a root wound, and then it spreads tree to tree. Now, it's easy to determine the Ganoderma because it has beautiful orangey brown fungal bodies on the base of the tree. They're very pretty.
Yeah, but
They're very pretty. Oh, and some artists use them
Really?
as works of art. You can like a ivory. You can do scrimshaw on the base of the.
oh, that's
very
interesting.
very artistic. But that's one that first comes to mind when
How
you say tree failures. I'm like, oh, great.
How about the string mower too?
Oh well, that's why I prefaced it by saying a wound. So string trimmers, what's another name? String trimmer. I call them string trimmers. Very damaging to young trees, particularly those trees with thin bark. Red oaks that we talked about, sycamores, even young live oaks have very thin bark, and they can cause a lot of damage. And you see that often, mowing lawns. Then they'll get near the tree, and they'll cause a lot. Oh, crepe myrtles, classic crepe myrtles, always damaging the crepe myrtles. And then, of course, response to the trees produce more sprouts. And people ask me, "Why do I have all these sprouts on the tree?" Well, take that string trimmer and run it over with a big truck.
What happens when they interfere with the vascular system at those wounds?
So what they do is, I should pay Calvin. So what they do is, the main living part of a tree is called the cambium layer, and that's in between the bark and the wood. And once that is disrupted, it can't produce any more xylem or phloem.
Oh.
So and the xylem takes up the water and nutrients, and the phloem takes down the food that's being produced by the leaves. So once that's damaged, that's really it for that area. Sometimes it can recover. Rarely does it do it. So it's not going to form. Once the cambium layer is destroyed, it's not going to form either one of those, xylem or phloem, anymore.
And what that translates into, I mean, if you disrupt that whole vascular system all the way around, it'll kill the tree. But usually, what happens is you end up with why is my tree, my Texas red oak that I expect to grow fastest of any of the oak trees, why is it not growing very fast? And that's a typical thing. And then I guess, is this the same when you pile that soil?
Yeah,
trunk?
A lot of things are going in my mind. It's like I could take a detour and talk about that, but that is another issue. For some unknown reason, well, I'm not going to blame just Texans, but it happens across the country where they build these big rings around the tree. And I'm like, well, why do you do that? And then those big rings tend to fall in on themselves, and you get about big volcano around the trunk of the tree. It's really damaging to the tree. Oxygen exchange, holding moisture against the trunk creates just a lovely area for fungi and bacteria on the tree. So you often see lots of problems with the tree when you have this soil and mulch mixed in together on the base of the tree in the shape of a volcano.
All right. Ready for a break? Ready to...
we're going to break or for a call. I was going to say, it looked like a caller.
All right. We have a caller on the line at 210-308-8867. It's Nancy. Nancy, what's going on?
I have a question for you guys today, a puzzle. I have a potted plant, and what happened was I had dead forget-me-not plants that I didn't pull out and noticed that they were gone one day. And then 2 days ago, a peony, which just had leaves, all of a sudden all the leaves were eaten. Which kind of varmint will actually eat those? That peony plant has been in the backyard for years, and all of a sudden something decided to eat that stuff.
You said a peony?
Yeah, peonies. Yes, peonies.
Peony?
Yeah.
Well,
I know what it is.
It's a plant, yeah. I know it's up north. And every now and then when we have cold winters, I will get a flower, but that's it.
Yeah, it's a slug or a snail.
Well, there's no, how do you call it? There's no leftover leaves or anything. It's just chopped out and noticed and digging around the area, too. And I believe the root is still there.
Maybe it's pill bugs as well.
Do you ever stay up late at night?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, you could quite often you can look at. I was trying to remember. There's a magic. I don't know if it's 2 a.m.
Yeah,
or what.
I think that was
when the slugs and snails are most active on those. On eating plants, especially like when our vegetables we've been talking about, and you go out there and they're just everywhere.
Yeah, I just in the back of my brain, when you said peony, because I am from up north, and I just happened. I think it clicked that it's slugs or snails or pill bugs.
Yeah.
You think that? Yeah, I'm thinking. But I didn't realize they dig also because there's digging around that too. So I thought it was probably
maybe something else is digging after the.
Yeah, it's going after the snails or slugs.
Yeah. So what could be digging in that would be raccoons or possums.
Those one of those two. Okay.
One of those.
All right. Well, I was trying to figure out what was going on.
If you if you do discover it. Let us know.
We love photos.
One way you can, another way that you can verify what it is, you just want to sink a cup, plastic cup.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
About half filled with beer, and right near the plant. And if it's slugs and snails, they'll do a head dive into there. And
however, I don't know. The next morning, you see this drunk raccoon right next to the porch.
That's true. The raccoon will. If it's good beer, the raccoon will get to it.
And if you thought they were mean when they were sober, you don't want to.
No, they get hungover. They're very docile at that point in time.
Oh, you guys are great. All right. Well, you have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, do let us know if you verify.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back in a moment, and then we'll talk a little bit about stocks because I have a stock report. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up. I'm Milton Glueck with Mark Peterson and Dr. Calvin Finch on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. Broadcasting live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 and Bulverde Road. And speaking of big dogs, we got a big dog. Parker came and visited us. And Parker is a gardener, a super dog gardener. I mean, I would put Parker against, what was the other dog? The German Shepherd? Do you remember his name? I can't remember now.
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't remember. But anyway, Parker's a great gardener and is here to get some dianthus. So Parker, I think, is into pollinating and pollinators and helping him out. What do you think?
Well, he's into... I always thought of him as mostly into greeting and
Parker does like reading. Parker pulled his poor owner over there to see Calvin. All right, 210-308-8867. You bought some more stocks today, did you?
I did.
We have a Lulu stock report, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lulu says that she loves hotcakes and has grown them before, and they do great. So what were the hotcakes? There were the taller ones?
Well, yeah, they're between 10 and 16 inches. I generally think of them as 12 inches or taller, and some of them are doubles, some of them are single flowers, mostly whites and lavender.
Okay.
But kind of a blue lavender, and of course the fragrance is unbelievable, and they're very attractive. They make good cut flowers, look good in the. They're relatively disciplined growers, too. So they look good in almost as good as the snapdragons in the row of your flower garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had bought a flat yesterday, and I planted them this morning, and I just couldn't resist. I said, gosh, that would look so good if I had another whole flat over there. And calendulas.
Amazing how that happened.
Yeah.
Calendulas, too. I couldn't resist getting a bunch of those. I think of the calendula as a winter annual flower that warms up the winter garden. Of course, we haven't needed anything to warm up the winter garden so far, but they look a little bit like mums, a little thinner and smaller, mounding. They're another plant that the pollinators like. Mm-hmm. And gold, they just come in gold and yellow, but they make a good show in containers and in the flower garden.
You're talking about the stocks?
No, I was talking about the... You never catch up, do you?
No, I was going slow. I was still thinking about the stocks because I had a stock question.
Okay.
Go ahead. What were you talking about? Containers and...
Calendula.
Oh, okay. You got some of those yesterday. Did you get some today too, or no?
No, I got two. I got two flats yesterday. So.
All right. So stocks. You said full sun, but I'm having trouble finding full sun. That's actually someplace where we can enjoy it. Can I do them in half sun, half shade, or no? They're not going to do well.
Well, they'll do better in full sun, but they'll do a fair job if it's say until 2 p.m. in the morning or so, 2 p.m.
Evening?
From morning to the afternoon. But yeah, they're better.
Okay.
Now, of course, pretty soon will be. Now, pansies are a little more tolerant of
the shade. I got the pansies last week, so I need to figure out where to put them. I did put
these. You got
these.
Pansies or you got violas?
Sorry, I got petunias. I heard what you said, but my mind went to petunias.
What?
What do you?
Well, we don't usually get the pansies.
Yeah, no, the pansies
until the latter part of this month or November.
Can I do the? I got the snapdragons. They're already in. I got the petunias. I need to find a nice hanging basket for them. I like Mark's idea on the petunias. Wasn't that one of your ideas to hanging basket them?
Yeah.
What about a container for the stocks? Would that work?
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can do that in the sun.
Now they're not. Yeah. They're not.
I want that fragrance.
Yeah, they are wonderful. They're not as good in containers as pansies or violas,
Okay.
but they're not bad.
All right.
If you got especially if you've got a substantial container, or one
Substantial
that's,
meaning wide, deep,
Yes.
both?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
both.
How deep is
like
deep?
a 3 foot. That's
Okay.
8
So
inches
it's-
deep. That
Oh. I can do that.
Like a bowl, a big bowl.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
yeah. That
Yeah.
works.
So then you could use an upright and a trailing.
Oh.
So you could use some snaps in the middle, and then your petunias around the edges.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm again, my brain's stuck on where I was. So I was thinking for this 8 by 8 inch deep container, the stocks.
I was thinking of stocks.
Oh, good. Okay.
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 But
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Okay, I can do that. I have to just keep the cats out of there.
now we do have violas here. Now
Do we?
violas are very, yeah.
I have an area in the front of my house that receives about 4 to 5 hours of direct sunlight, and then the sun goes behind it. So I tried my pintas; they did well, but now I need to start thinking about something else.
Yeah, the violas, in the wintertime, especially if the sun, if it gets more, you get more sun as the winter progresses.
Mm-hmm.
They do pretty well.
This is morning sun.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm trying to think of some nice color for that area.
yeah. Those violas do very well in containers, for sure. Smaller flowers, and they take advantage whatever space and whatever light is available.
I'll tell you what, gosh, it goes back to what you were saying about propagating them. And it put up with the cats. And it's in a container similar to what you're talking about, real wide and about 8 inches deep. And that's purslane. It has just filled it up. It threw everything else out. That was in the container that had the begonias in them. But they went kaput. So I put that in, and then the cats were laying on everything. And so I did the citrus trick, and that does seem to work for me. But boy, they've just filled it up. And they're pretty when they're blooming. They're yellow blooming purslane, and they're just gorgeous. So good stuff. All right. So yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
I was reading in the Book of Faces an article about a woman. She was using whole pine cones as a mulch.
Oh.
And I went, well, what if you just kind of shattered some of those pine cones and put them in a bed that had frequent
Cats.
issues?
I bet that would work.
And I would bet that would work. Soon everyone will be having lots of pine cones for Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
So what to do with them afterwards? Well, just break them all up and put them in the beds where you have cat issues.
Okay. And
They don't like it.
will they serve as compost or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a long term. They don't break down very quickly.
Okay. Yeah. But anyway, 210-30. I'll try the citrus until I can get some more pine cones. But I'm gonna plant them because we want the fragrance. But anywho's 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. The number to call to be a part of the show. We talked about fertilization. Do you want to hit on that topic again a little bit because the winterizer is on sale?
Yeah, that's
It's a good opportunity.
I brought on the newspaper to see what else.
Yeah,
is on
the
sale.
fertilizer is 40-pound bag, which covers 7,200 square feet for $24.88.
Yeah, that's a relatively inexpensive source of nitrogen. So if you've got not only for the winter lawn, you want to get it. If you're going to use it for the winter lawn, you want to get it down pretty quick in October, because you know it needs to be processed by the plant, by the grass, and organized in its root system, so that it can be ready for use in the spring. But the other thing that winterizer fertilizer is good for is in your anything you're growing that's a fast producer, some of those vegetables we've been talking about, they have little like onions and spinach and the greens. They use they need nitrogen. They need it quick, and they utilize it pretty quick. So that would be an efficient, relatively inexpensive source of nitrogen for your winter vegetable garden, too. So you may want to consider that, and it's on sale. You say, what was that price again?
It's $24.88 for a. Let me get you size 40-pound bag.
And that's 18% nitrogen, which is a pretty good bargain.
It is 18,612.
Yeah, 3-1-2 ratio for a winterizer.
Contains iron, sulfur, and zinc as well.
That's right. If you've got a lawn that has fared pretty well, it's green, and looks like it's ready for action, you want to go ahead and get that fertilizer applied to it, and then also use it for the winter vegetables and for the winter flowers too.
All right, 210-308-8867. So that's a good thing that we have featured right now. Did you find anything else featured that caught your eye?
Lots of things.
Yeah, there really are lots of things.
We have
Mexican bird of paradise is on sale.
Dianthus.
Yeah, the dianthus. If you want talking about making those pollinators happy.
We talked about a laripe last week, and that's on sale. Very nice price. Number one, regularly $9.99. And you get 20% off.
Oh, cool. There you go. So James followed my advice. He has a squash question, and he's on the line. And he sent me a picture. I will find the picture and see if I can share it with you. 210-308-8867. James, why don't you start us off, and I will send them the picture, okay?
Okay.
I'll text it to them.
I've got this straight neck squash grown in a container, and this is the second pair that have done this. The first two were small, and I threw them away. And these I just noticed last night when I was cutting some squash. They're joined, like joined twins. What causes this? Since this is the second, I don't know if you have the photo yet.
Not yet.
They're like joined at the hip, so to speak. Yeah, it's like two squash in one. I mean, is this something where they're messing with seed, or is this something in nature, or I've never seen this before?
Whereabouts is it?
All right, I'm just sending them the picture right now.
Okay.
It's all the two squash are adjoined all the way from the stem where the vine is, almost completely the length of the squash. They kind of separate towards the bulb end, if you will.
Did you get it yet, or no?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Calvin's looking at his.
I said this is the second pair off these same. There's three squash plants growing in one big tub. I don't know if it was the same plant that did this or two different plants.
Yeah, I don't know what would have caused that, but I wouldn't think that it would detract from your recipes or anything. I mean, go ahead and.
All right, I'm going to go with some kind of, you had two flowers that were simultaneously fertilized.
And then this is relatively early in the crop for it, isn't it? Or is it at the end of the crop?
No, these I planted recently. These are not
so that's
over
more,
summer plant.
That's more likely, yeah.
I can't tell from the relative size on that, but it sounds like it's pretty early in the process.
Yeah.
Is it like?
They look pretty good, though.
Oh, okay. Where we got is better. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we got two different stems. So it's not two different or two flowers. Open it up and expand it a little bit.
Wow.
It looks it looks like there's two flowers that were pretty close together, and then when they were growing, they just kind of fused together. It looks like, and I don't know why.
Okay, Same safety, I take it.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
My wife won't say I'm trying to poison her.
They're like really
turn her
cool.
into something.
It's like you cook them together. You know, it's like, yeah.
Cook them together. Okay, I was just kind of curious on that because I'd never seen it before, and this is a second occurrence on this crop here.
That's
okay,
interesting. Yeah,
maybe they'll do it. Maybe they'll do it again. If they do, I'll let y'all know.
All right. What else is going on, James? Anything else exciting in your gardening world? You were having trouble with something, did you?
I'm having trouble with no rain. That's what I'm having trouble with.
You and everybody else. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we have an answer for that.
I had the issue with the fire ants in my Meyer lemon.
Oh.
Yeah, speaking on the Meyer lemon, some of the lemons, it's already going to be mid-October, and they're still green for the most part. They're turning yellow, and they have been over the period of late summer, the portions that are exposed to the sun. And I'm wondering, because the rest of the same fruit are not turning, it's just the parts exposed to the sunlight. So is that just sun scald, or what's going on with my lemons?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised that it's just a reaction to the heat too.
Yeah.
So now, have you taken any? Are they full size?
No, my error was I didn't thin it out as heavily as I have in years past, so I think that's part of the problem too. Last year they were rather large. This year, not so much. It could be a function of the dry heat as well, too.
I wouldn't be surprised if they'd ripen, if you'd taken a few, and that they would ripen pretty quick in the inside. But
okay.
or if if the temperature breaks, if we get like a 5 degree break or 10 degree that they keep predicting, that we normally would have this time of the year, that you'd get a lot of ripening.
Okay, so lemons is a fruit. This I don't know. That's why I'm asking. They will continue to ripen once I cut them or pick them from the tree and set them on the counter? Or take them inside? Will. Okay, I was not sure about that.
Based on my experience, I haven't hesitated to. Now,
okay.
Well, the good news about lemons are they last a long time. You can leave them on the tree and let them ripen there. I don't think unless a big freeze was predicted, I don't think I'd go rush it. But if you, as you need them, as you can use them, I think you could go ahead and harvest them, and they will ripen pretty quick. Mark,
so that's how I did it last.
I would say traditionally we do it November, December, and so if there was some event coming, I might take them off, but I wouldn't necessarily have to do it or rush it.
Yeah, I think last year when they were larger, I was picking as needed and giving a few away, and not all at once, so to speak. And I think I was harvesting even after the new year. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I appreciate it. But
thank you, man.
Never seen this squash before. It's interesting. All right, thank you.
All right. We're going to take a break. While we do, you give us a call at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. We have more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up. We're live at Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 and Boulevardy Road. And you, of course, are listening to 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, 210-308-8867. Do you have the information on that one yet?
I am effort eating.
Okay, I can bring it up too. We were talking about the San Antonio Pollinator Fest, which I believe is coming up this next Saturday. Does that sound right? On the 18th. Yep.
Correct.
9 to 2 at Breckenridge Park.
Wow, you're so quick.
And then so you maybe go see David, and then as soon as that's over, hop in the car, and after you get all your fall and winter veggies here, and you can enjoy that as well. So, and the cost is free. It's at BRAC, and lots of fun stuff. And then when was the GVST event? Is that coming up?
Well, it's the third Monday of the month, and that's
so it's coming up.
So that would probably be the 20th.
Okay.
And you said you found the topics?
Yeah. Gardeningvolunteers.org?
Yeah. No, I can't find what this month's topics are.
All right, hold on. I'll get them for you.
I'm so better at this.
Yeah. Well, Well, let's see. So if I go to the events, the Gardening Essentials class is what I was looking for.
Right.
It looks like 20th at 11:30. No registration. Topics include Stories of Hope.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, the Great Springs Project, a unified vision of conservation and connectivity, connected the land from Barton Springs to the headwaters of the San Antonio River through the Greenway and continuous hike and bike trail by 2036. So maybe when that's done, we'll broadcast from there. And then 20 years of Chris Park. I've heard you talk about Chris Park a lot.
Hey, there's a picture of me.
What? That is you.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. You're already there. You're invited to celebrate, so that's going to be interesting too. You want to talk about Chris Park a little bit?
Chris Park is a private little park, but it's also administered with a committee through the San Antonio Parks and Recreation Department. It's off of Flores. It is adjacent to Art Pace.
Oh, that's right.
So I believe that's Camp Street next to Flores. Open Tuesday through Sunday.
Okay, so open today till 5.
Yeah. And a wonderful little park. They have all different kinds of plants, and it's dedicated to what's her name? Art Pace.
You can do it.
No, I can't think of her name.
Okay.
But her son.
Okay.
Who passed away a little early in life, and so it's dedicated to his memory.
I guess, is that the Chris part?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is adjacent to Art Pace, and you can go visit the park and then visit a event over there at Art Pace.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds fun, and that's going to be at 11:30, not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a week from tomorrow for the Gardening Volunteers of South Texas, located, or they hold their meetings at the San Antonio Garden Center, which is located on Funston and New Braunfels, Funston Place.
Okay. Do I need to register?
You do not.
What?
It is free. A donation is suggested.
Yes.
There will be little refreshments during between session 1 and session 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll have Tom there, Ron there to sharpen your tools.
Nope. It says
no.
Big asterisks. No tool sharpening October, November, and December 2025.
No.
That's according to the website.
No, that's probably true.
Okay. But they've got all kinds of fun there. All right. So 210. That's at gardeningvolunteers.org.
South Texas.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gardening Volunteers. Shorten it.
Oh.
Gardeningvolunteers.org.
Yep. Calvin, talk about a little bit about your article that we can find today in the Express News or the Statesman.
Okay, and we talk about the action in the landscape and in the garden. That's lots of things are possible right now. The vegetable garden and also the winter annuals.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talk about control of the ants. Ants are the fire ants and those tiny ants are really in the garden all over on the weeds. And so if you want to get them under control, a couple of strategies are discussed, including the spinosad products that you can actually use in the vegetable garden. because it's an organic control, and it's effective and safe. And then also the normal baits, ant baits, fire ant baits that put around the garden, outside the garden, and that helps control the fire ants. And then we talk about, in this article, we do talk about the lawn and making your decision about the winterizer fertilizer. If you're gonna fertilize your lawn this fall, you want to do it in October. You want to do it pretty quick, because we're getting to the point where the lawn is, well, I was thinking that someday it might be cool in a real winter situation again.
That we may just miss fall and go right into winter?
Maybe so.
And then, let's see, next week, I was trying to remember what our article is about.
Yeah, you talked about it. I'm trying to remember too now. But, all right. Next week you'll have another article. I'm just curious, do people ever, you mentioned you got emails from Georgetown and stuff. Do people ever email you things they'd like you to write about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, well, and then I get a lot of opportunities, we've got...
fall vegetable gardening.
Yeah, we got a column in New Braunfels, Herald Zeitung, in the Wilson County News, in the Pleasanton newspaper, also in the Gonzales newspaper and the Country World. So we've got, and of course our column goes in the Austin American Statesman as well. So we get quite a bit of exposure out there. And I can't remember either.
No. I think you said, because I mentioned that David Rodriguez will be speaking at one of Milberger's free workshops. Hold on, and he's going to be speaking on fall and winter vegetable gardening do's and don'ts. And you said that would coordinate with your article.
Well,
right?
That's today.
That's today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or yesterday's
rats.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you'll just have to find the surprise.
Well, you can study Calvin's article,
yes.
and then you have a full list of questions to ask David after he gets done.
Genius.
Yes.
Although Calvin, explains things pretty.
Coyote. Super
genius. But yes, so they could email you and suggest things. Do people ever suggest for your Go Gardening videos?
No, but I need some topics for this month.
Okay.
I'm in desperate need of finishing up. Probably these will be for November. We like to shoot a month ahead of time. So please contact me. Contact me through Milton or
you can email me, Milton at KLUP.com.
Yeah.
And I'll send it to Mark. But yeah.
No,
is that what you prefer, or through GVST? Do you have a...
they can actually send it to me.
Okay.
txmark.peterson@gmail.com.
There you go. Okay, and if you didn't get that, Milton at KLUP, and I'll get that to you too. Okay, and don't forget to learn more about David's presentation or anything that's going on here, like what's on sale.
I remembered.
Oh, what is it?
This will be a topic that... it'll be important to Mark, too. The shade trees. It's time.
Oh, good.
Oh, it is. The CPS Energy Green Shade Rebate.
All right.
And also the recommended trees and some of the important points. Of course, there's, we could write the whole newspaper on the what's important in terms of shade tree, but we'll hit some of the very important parts.
Wide but shallow.
Oh, okay.
Wide but shallow.
And to find everything that we've been talking about, like the sale items or some of the advice or David's presentation, go to milbergernursery.com. That's milbergernursery.com. All right, so we'll say goodbye for today. Thanks to Al for doing a great job. Thanks to you for listening. Join us next week for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road. I'm Milton Glueck, and this is 9:30 a.m. The Answer.